Merry Christmas, everybody. This is just a reflection of my journey, my life this past year pertaining to dating. It has been an adventure, I must admit. First part of the year, up through spring, summer, I had not dated anyone, had not been interested in anyone. But late summer, up until recently, I found myself being, attracted to uh, two men or so. Did not fare very well. I've brought you that commentary on this network the past couple of months, dealing with Mr. Professional and dealing with another person, and then also still having a little bit of feelings for a man that I was entangled with for 3.5 years on and off. We'll start with the one from 3.5 years ago. It's nothing. It's not going anywhere. I don't see it going anywhere, and I've decided to remove myself completely from having any contact with that guy because I feel like when you can go so many months without calling a person, speaking, saying hello, what's the point in, reaching out to me when it's convenient for you? That's the one that had the alleged car accident. So I have deleted, blocked that person because I don't want him talking to me. I just feel like, there's always excuses with him, why he can't visit, why he can't call. It's always something with the phone. I mean, it's just always nonsense. And I feel like at this age, I have no reason to even be participating or listening to the excuses because they're irrelevant at this point. So that's one down. Then there was the one who I thought was a friend, and we would talk, you know, on the phone, and I realized he was a fraud. Excuse me. He's a sorry about that. He's a fraud as well because his what's the word I'm looking for? Just the way he went about things at the end were not kosher to me because I feel like there's a way of handling things. There's a way of dealing with people. When you want to no longer speak, talk, whatever, then just go ahead and tell them. Now, if you've had a tumultuous situation with a person, I don't feel like you really have to tell them, hey, I don't want to talk. I don't want to be bothered. You just remove yourself completely and keep it moving. So I expected better, from this person because of the conversations that we had. He went deep into details about his personal life, things he was going through at the time. And as most of you know, I had shared that with a relative, and she felt like some of the things he was telling me may not have been the whole truth. So I was weighing what she was saying versus what he was saying. And I didn't want to make him out to be a liar. But now, after the fact, looking back in hindsight with the things he told me about his life, his issues with being faithful, issues he was having personal in his life, it makes me wonder if anything he told me was the truth just because of the way our courtship was disbanded. I don't think he told me the truth about everything that he was going through. And I don't like to make a person out to be a liar because if I don't know you to be a liar, I don't want to accuse you of being a liar. So that courtship is no longer. We don't speak, don't talk, no contact. Then there's Mr. Professional. As most of you know, I've talked about him a lot near the end. And I haven't talked about him recently on the network because, I didn't want to, dredge up all that old nonsense of how I was feeling about him and him always standing me up and not coming through, following through. Well, right there near the end, which would have been, let's see, in December. So into October, somewhere in there. He did show up to the bar where I went to dine to watch the UT games, which was a shock to me. So I thought maybe he was coming around. But then the next day, he left the bar early. He didn't stay long to watch the game. He said he was tired. He said he'd just flown in from Texas. So he, from a business trip. So he was, tired from that trip. So I thought the next day we were going to talk, hold a conversation. It did not go that way. Naturally, no phone call, no answer, no nothing. I sent a text, saying, hey, what's going on? First I said, hey, would you like to go do something today? It's a nice day. Would you like to get out? No response. So finally I texted back like, hey, what's going on? I saw you last night. Thought maybe you were coming around. What's the problem? So then he sent me this old nasty ass text about, you act like I'm your property. I have the right to do things I want to do on my day to myself, blah, blah, blah. It's not like I'm ignoring you. I would never ignore you. But it was just ridiculous. So then I was in my feelings. I didn't say anything in response. I waited a couple of days. Then I went ham and let him know, I don't know what you have going on. And I do not feel like you're my property. I said, I just seen you Saturday night. So I didn't think it was a crime, to call you on Sunday to see if you wanted to go do something. Then he quips back, oh, I was going through a sleep study, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Oh my God. They told me there weren't no commercials on this damn thing. So I just assumed it was okay to call, to text. I didn't know you were sleep study, having sleep problems. You explained to me your migraine issue. You had it ever since you were young, blah, blah, blah. Well, see, that's the whole point of why you should tell people these things when you first meet them and you start to them and you trust sharing, intimate details about your life with them. You don't share anything, then a person doesn't know what you have going on. But see, that's the whole gist of the story with him and other men I've met since I've been an adult. They're not going to share anything with you because they don't see you in that capacity to share anything with you of substance. Some things they may share, but it's just, there's a reason behind it. And it ain't going to be nothing. So Mr. Professional was no different than the one I was tangled up with for 3.5 years. They're really similar. One's more professional, allegedly has their shit together. The other one does not. Few years difference in age, different skin complexion, different weight, but their lack of empathy is the same. Never asked me anything, never asked me how I'm doing, never asked me, do I need anything, never asked me, hey, how's your day? What do you have plans for today? What do you have plans for the weekend? Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Hey, what are you doing today? Hey, what's your 5-year goal? Hey, where do you see yourself in 5 years? There was never no conversation. And that's what I told Mr. Professional a few weeks ago. I said, you don't engage. You don't ask me questions. We don't talk. We talk all the time. That's his response. I'm like, no, we don't talk. We only talk when you're at work and we're texting back and forth and you just so happen to answer the phone because you allegedly get a free moment to talk to me on the phone. But other than that, it's nothing. It's nothing. We don't go anywhere. We don't spend time together. I don't know where you work. I don't know where you live. You know where I live. You know what I do. All I know is that you grew up in Michigan. You moved to Texas. That's where your family's located. You moved to Atlanta from Texas, I guess after college or whatever. You worked there, don't even know how many years. And then you moved here to Knoxville and you've been here 2 years. That's all I know. And I don't even know if that's the truth or not. I don't know if he really spent Thanksgiving in Texas. And then there was some stunts he pulled here recently that were so irresponsible and just vile to me that it's like, I really don't know you. And what I do know of you, I don't like. I see you as a manipulator. I see you as a con artist. That's what I see you as. And as one relative said weeks ago, why do you want to talk to him? Why do you want to hear from him? Why are you shocked he hasn't called? You shouldn't want to hear from him. Why do you want to hear from somebody that talk crazy to you? And that was in response to, that Sunday after the game when I was, trying to talk to him on the phone and he quit back through a text. I'm not your property. It's always about you, what you want. That was a selfish thing to say, considering we don't have a relationship. We don't have a courtship. We didn't have anything going on. So how is it always about me? I said, no, it's not about Queen because you don't engage. Everything's on your time. So how's it about me? It's not about me. It's never been about me. Because if it was about me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I wouldn't be texting. you want to do something. I shouldn't have to ask you, do you want to do something? You should be calling me. Hey, you want to do something? Hey, you want to go out? Hey, you want to take a day trip? Hey. Because he wasn't into me in that manner. As I said, I thought he was coming around when he showed up at the bar that Saturday night, game night. I thought, oh, wow. He just got off an airplane and he's coming here. And for all I know, he never left Knoxville. How about that? I think somebody said that to me recently. How do you know he even went to Texas for business? It's a very good point. Because I don't know. I have no idea. Yes, texting is not talking. But in Tony's view, yeah, I'll say his name, Tony believes that that's conversing. But that would be okay for him because maybe that is his method of communications with a woman, with men, whomever, family. Maybe this is how he deals with people. They text one another. But you can misconstrue a text, and that's what people don't seem to understand about texting. People can misconstrue your meaning. They don't know if you're being a smartass. They don't know if you're being cynical. They don't know what the meaning is, especially if you only put one-liners as an answer. How do I know what you mean? That's why I don't like texting people. And I don't want to text you endlessly. Hold a full-blown conversation in a text. So this is the journey I've been on the past couple of months since about, August? It's been absolutely horrible. I've not met anybody that I would consider worthy of my time nor my attention. I don't see any of these men being date material, boyfriend material, or marriage material. I am a single 53-year-old Black woman who is unobligated. I don't have any current drama to make a man not want to be interested in me. I don't have a lot of things going on. I don't have any pets. I don't have anyone living with me. I don't have anyone running in and out of my door. Nobody has access to this domain. And yet I can't even meet a decent man. And it's sad. And as I said, I live in a predominantly white part of the state. So we don't have a high population of Black people. I pulled up the population the other day. Percentile of Black people is very low compared to Caucasian people. And so my options are very slim as far as dating. I joined another date site recently, and I've been getting more interesting people messaging. Some just want to be friends. Some just want, you get the option to tell what you want. If you want to match as friends or send a heart, whatever. I've spoken to a few through texting. I've given one guy my phone number who lives in Georgia. We have not talked yet. We have not video chatted yet. He's not called back since I sent him my number. We texted through, the phone system. He's not called. I haven't called him. I'm not going to call because I feel like I'm at a point where what's the point of me calling? Then someone will say, well, why'd you give him the number? Well, I gave him the number because he seemed interested. But as you see, he's yet to call to say anything. I don't even really give a fuck at this point because it's like, what is the point? When I see one showing interest, then I'll reciprocate. Am I giving my number to any and everybody? No. Because as I said, I don't really talk to many. Most of the conversation is just, hey, hello, how are you? Great day. There's one older white guy. He messages me periodically through the week. He'll just say, hello, how are you? And that's really it. He's yet to say, hey, would you like to have lunch or dinner? He mentioned it, maybe 2 weeks ago. We need to get together. But he didn't say, hey, would you like to go out to eat? Would you like to go to the movies or something? He hasn't. Am I interested in him in that way? No, I'm not attracted to him in that way. Now, if he wants to meet for coffee or something, hey, I'm all for cordial meetings. But then one could say that's probably not a good idea because he might misconstrue it that I'm interested. So it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But I do have a few men messaging periodically. But it's nothing serious. Nothing that I can say, ooh, he seems really nice, or I really like to talk to him. I don't even feel it because I feel like if I even attempt to make myself say, oh, he's nice looking, oh, I'd like to talk to him, I just feel like it won't go anywhere because it usually doesn't. I will say I feel doused with gasoline. I've been gaslighted to a point where it's ridiculous. By Mr. Professional Tony, and the other one who I thought was a friend, who obviously he's a fraud like Tony. And what is so funny is the friend was telling me not to talk to Tony. Oh, he's no good. He ain't trying to talk to you. He ain't trying to take you out. You don't need to talk to him. And then he turned out to be just as fraudulent as Tony. Isn't that funny? Pot trying to talk about the kettle. You know what I'm saying? Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I just never thought I'd be at this point at 53 to even be on a date site, to even be still single, to not be married. I never envisioned this for myself. So then I have to look at the women I see in my community and elsewhere who are different races, different colors, sizes, and they are single. Some were married, some were not, some dated, some didn't. And I don't want to be single. I've been single a long time, so I don't want to be single. And if I'm looking at women who are 60 years old, 70, and they don't have any great stories to tell at the moment, then I feel like, what do I have to tell? And I'm just 53, 54 next month. It looks grim. I want to have hope, but it seems hopeless. This dirty thing called life, dating life, it sucks. Sometimes I always felt like, well, you were better off getting a man when you were younger, 20s and 30s. But then we have to think about those type of men at those age range. Most of them are not serious about being faithful, 20s and 30s. You hear the stories of women crying and moaning about having an unfaithful husband, boyfriend. It takes a man a long time to come into himself, to know who he is, and to also be monogamous. So you have to go damn near 20, 30 years before getting a man that's serious, who's going to be serious about you. And that's what I see now. I see a lot of men when I'm out, and I'm not enamored by the men that I see when I'm out. Might be the place that I'm going to. I'm not really going to any highfalutin professional places. And it's not to say those men would be any better. But I look at the men and I compartmentalize them. I chop them up, put them back together like a puzzle, and I ain't turned on. I look at how they act, how they talk, and it's just like everybody mirrors everybody. It's like they're replicas of one another. And that's what's so sad. It's just like the old saying about running away from your alleged problems or trying to get away from your old life. You tend to repeat the same mistakes and patterns and meet the same people at the next place. And that's true. You've heard the stories, like the people who leave third world countries, such as Africa, Iran, Iraq. They leave those places to go to something better, which would be America, Europe. They think their life is going to be better. They're going to have all this freedom to roam, to dance, to eat, to be merry, meet new people, have a better life. And then one day they look up, they're being assaulted, beat up, shot. So they left nothing. So that's how I feel about my life in general and the dating situation. If I was to leave here right now and move somewhere else, doesn't matter if I went to Georgia, Texas, New Orleans, back to Chicago, I'd probably be encountering the same nonsense that I'm encountering here in Tennessee. A bunch of liars, manipulators, con artists, trying to come up on a quick dollar, place to sleep, somewhere to lie their head, more buffoonery. Jennifer, I am a woman. I know my voice is deep, but it can't be that deep. I'm not looking for a woman. I am a woman. And yes, and that's another problem. Men mature slower than women. So that's another issue. So you're waiting for somebody to grow up. You don't have that kind of time. Just like if you're in your 20s and you're waiting for some guy to grow up, you don't have that kind of time. Well, I'm 50 something. I definitely don't have any time to invest in people who don't mean me well, who don't know how to talk, don't know how to hold a conversation. They're trying to manipulate Con. That's all the hell I've done for the past couple of months is delete, block people. People who I see, I have no talking to them, dealing with them. That's what I've been doing. Removing myself from foolishness. Okay? Removing myself from foolishness because I'm tired. I'm literally tired and exhausted from dealing with the nonsense. Just tired. Absolutely tired. I don't know what else to do. So my focus right now is just going to be on myself, bettering myself, trying to continue to build this brand here on YouTube the best I can, venture out. I said I was going to work on trying get back into the entertainment business because I have not focused on that as I did before. So that's my focus. A little comedy if I can. Try to record myself, write some scripts, sets, rehearse them, and use them to my advantage when the opportunity arises. That's the goal for 2025. So once I get myself where I am comfortable to where I can travel more, that's the plan. Possibly go to Georgia because that's the only option at this moment as far as, auditions. Georgia is the main hub for movies, commercials, TV, film. They do film true crime shows here in Knoxville, but naturally they don't pay as much as a TV show or a series. So those are the options at the moment. I hear that Dolly Parton's doing a musical. She's going to be taking, I guess, auditions for a musical. I don't sing, don't dance. As most of you know, I was in her last movie as an extra, but I don't see myself dancing or singing. And then that was grueling work going up there to the mountains, to Dollywood. I didn't really like, I don't know. I didn't like the setup of that. So I would not go back to Dollywood to do anything with Dolly Parton. Nothing against her per se. I just didn't like the setup of how things went the last time. And the drive up there, even though I was closer to the Smoky Mountains at the time where I was living, but it's not something I would do again. There's worse things than being alone, like wishing you were. Well, that's the point. I understand there are people, everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own problems. And every time I see horrible situations between men and women, I give pause and I give thanks. Oh, I don't have those problems. Oh, I don't have those relationship issues. I'm not being used by this man, or he's out here cheating and making babies and all that type of nonsense, and a house full of crazy people. So I am grateful for this life I have. There's days I don't act like it because I'm just so fucking frustrated. But when I hear other people's stories, I am pleased that I'm not, you know what I'm saying, in their position. And I know God always put these people in your path, in my path, to show me, hey, you don't have their problem. So be thankful you don't have their problem. You're not going through what they're going through. You're not experiencing what they're experiencing. So I always tell myself that. But I still have a right to want more for myself, to be prosperous, to have wealth, to be doing, more things with myself, to be happy, to be pleasing to the eye. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a human being. I have desires. It's in the scripture that you have every right to have desires. But the problem is the desires, they're just not adding up or matching up to what's out here and what's in my peripheral. I look at these men every day. I talk to different men. I look at different men coming and going on my travels, and I'm just shaking my head like, is this it? Is this what's out here? Because I know that all those men I see when I'm out, whether I'm at the grocery store, the bar, wherever, more than likely those men have a woman. And then I look at how they act, how they talk, rude, ignorant, nasty. First thing I'm thinking, who the fuck is laying with you? Who is lying down with you, calling you her man? Sweet Jesus. Hell no. It's just sad. It's just very sad. But that's been my journey. Past couple of months, I've tried talking to 2 men or so. It has not gone anywhere. One, I already knew it was never going to be anything. But I tried to put most of my focus on Tony because I was attracted to him. I was attracted to what I thought he was, which I did not know. So I was attracted to an assumption of a man. Well-to-do, well-manicured man, professional man, allegedly. For all I know, he lives in a tent. He lives in a trailer. He lives in a barn with a dog. I don't know. He says he has a dog. Don't even know if that's true or not. He's talked about the dog. But that's the thing. If you don't see what a person is talking about, you don't know if it's true. They talk about their father is alive, this and that. You don't know if that's true. They talk about a sister. You don't know if that's true. If you haven't seen the person, you haven't seen pictures, you haven't seen them talk on video chat, you don't even know what's true or not. For all I know, he lives with somebody else. They were out for the night. He just so happened to hold a conversation with me. Voice echoing in his apartment, house, whatever. I don't know. It just pisses me off because I wasted too much time on Tony hoping that things would get better because that's all I had at the time. All I had was his word, and that's all you're worth is your word. If you are not truthful, you're not worth shit. And that's just the truth. That's all you're worth is what you say, what you spit off your tongue. You spit off your tongue, you're an astronaut, you teach school, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's all people have to go on besides your demeanor. If they see something different than that or their perception and it's negative to them, then that's how they perceive you. Now, we know that you can have a perception of a person and it's negative. You still deal with their ass anyway, which it's not advised that you do that. That's what I did with Tony. Every other day, I'm sorry, I apologize. That's the only thing he knows how to text. I apologize. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to use you. I'll never use you. I'm not manipulating you. Blah, blah, blah. But the past 2 weeks after Thanksgiving, the stunts he pulled was just atrocious. And I told him, I read that black Negro. Do you hear me? I read his ass and told him, these stunts you have pulled are just asinine. The shit you're doing. And you know better. I've already explained to you my situation, what I've been going through, and you would pull these stunts. I don't have respect for you. And I told him, I said, you're going to fuck around and you're going to find out what Knoxville's made of. You're going to meet the right one. She's not going to have anything to lose. And she'll pump one in you. It'll all be for nothing. Because I don't know how many other women you're talking to, lying to, making up the same old fucking stories. Oh, I can't, I'm busy. I'll get with you tomorrow, but never show up. Oh, I'll get with you tomorrow, never show up. As someone said the other day, Mary said, he's probably saying that to 4 or 5 different women. Same thing he's saying to you. And I let him know, you fuck around, they'll be sending your black ass back to Texas in a bag. You better be very careful. I said, because there are a lot of men like you who are no longer living because they were doing the same thing you're doing right here to me and probably to other women. Game, lies, manipulations. But we also have to own our part for participating. So I own my part in holding on and hoping he would change, hoping he'd come around. As I said, when he showed up that night at the bar, I thought he was coming around. So I thought, well, maybe he decided, well, Angie, she's nice. You know, she's easy on the eye. I like talking to her. Let me show up. So I thought everything was going good until the next day when he got angry that I texted. I just was like, you're just all over the place. And I just don't need to keep talking to you, because if you're going to get upset because I texted you the next day to do something, I don't need to be talking to you. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care that you had a headache, a migraine, you're doing a sleep study, whatever the hell version you want to give. You don't talk to me any kind of way. You don't disrespect me, because I don't know what you have going on, because I didn't talk to you to find out. You could have texted that same information. Hey, I wasn't feeling well. Hey, I was doing a sleep study, whatever the hell was going on. Hey, the dog was sick. Because that's what I've been waiting to hear. Oh, I had to take the dog to the ER, to the vet. He's throwing up. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Just the on and on and on. The excuses. I'm tired of it. So now I don't get excited when someone messages me, you know, on one of the sites, because I've already been down this road already. Getting excited, putting all my eggs in a basket, hoping for the best. And then a few days go by, you realize the person doesn't want to go anywhere. They don't want to do anything. The signs were already there with Tony. He was not invested in trying to get to know me. That's obvious. And I stupidly kept holding on because he would apologize often. So that's where I am in 2024. 2 days before Christmas. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Yeah. When I had the health issues, October, didn't know what was going on with me. Yeah, that was a punch to the gut. That was a real punch to the gut. That really showed me who Tony is. He didn't give a fuck about me, because he knew I was having issues and wasn't feeling well. And that was another weekend he stood me up and didn't call back to check on me to say, hey, how are you feeling? You okay? What do you think's wrong? He never called days later, never texted. He's a piece of work. The one thing I find interesting, though, with all these events that have transpired between he and myself, and me going off on him a few weeks ago, on the date site, he took his picture down for some reason. And it shows that he has not been active on it for about 10, 11 days. So I don't know what's going on, if he got spooked by the things I said about him getting himself hurt. But I told the truth, because you don't know people. And I told him, you can't think you can't be found in this small city. You know at least 2 people that I know of. So you can be found. If a woman wants to put in the work to find you, where you live, where you work, she can find you. It don't matter if you all run in the same circles or not. This is Knoxville. You can be found. Because the one thing I've learned about this area, people talk. And that is how people are found. All it takes is for somebody to spin a story. And women, we do that well. Sitting at the beauty salon, sitting in a store, sitting at somebody's house, sitting at a function, sitting at a bar, and she starts to spin a story about a guy she met on the date site and how he ain't no good and he's been ignoring her and blah, blah, this or whatever the hell's going on. And then the lady sitting next to her realizes she's been also messing around with the same man that lady's talking about. Checkmate. That's how small this area is. Knox, Rome, Blount, Anderson County. You can talk about a person without mentioning their name, and a person will know who the hell you're talking about. So I think I probably spooked him, because he uses his first name on the site, but then he only uses the first initial of his last name. So before we had the argument or disagreement, he had changed the name and then changed his picture. And so I had made a comment. I said, why'd you change your picture? Why aren't you smiling in your picture? You put another picture up, but you're not smiling. Why don't you smile? So now we fall out. He's taking that picture down and still has the Tony and then the first letter of his last name, initial. And I thought, this guy is a trip. He's just a damn trip. There's just no words for him. And it shows he hasn't been active on the date site. So maybe what Queen said spooked his ass. He realized I probably better slow my roll because I don't know who Queen knows. And she already let me know she's a mean motherfucker. So I better not. I don't know who she know. She might send somebody. No, I'm not going to send anybody to find you because I ain't looking for you. I know that when God wants me to cross paths with you again, it'll happen. If it don't happen, then it don't. I have not reached out to him. I have not called. I have not done nothing, nor has he contacted me. Will he contact me again? I don't know. He probably tried after he got that first text message of me cussing and fussing and going off, trying to explain, but he didn't have a way to get through the line, so I made sure I blocked his ass to get through. I was listening to some woman on a YouTube video, and she was saying, don't block people, don't delete them. Leave the line open. Even if you're, upset, angry, sometimes you don't have to close the door completely. I didn't finish watching her video because at that time I was pissed off and I didn't really care about what the hell she was saying. But if you leave the door open, you just really leave it open for them to come back, whether it be a month, 2, 3, 6 months, whatever, to cry the same bullshit. Oh, I was thinking about you, blah, blah, blah. And God forbid you start reminiscing on what was never nothing, or if it was something at one time, and you get yourself all riled up, and you be right back in the same predicament. That's how it's always been with Tony, though. Just as quick as I turn the other cheek, days later, he pull the same stunt. Won't answer the phone, won't communicate, won't respond, don't show up, didn't take me out, and then I'd be right back feeling fucked up, wanting to beat his fucking brains out. And so it's like, Queen, you got to stop talking to him because it's not going anywhere. But as I said, I'm maneuvering 2 sites at the moment, and one side I get a little more play, a better variety, I'll say, but I'm still not excited. It's nice when they reach out, but I just don't feel anything. Marry your fun, you brought him down to his initials. Girl, you stupid. Yeah, because that's what I said. It's too easy to go back into the abyss when you leave the door open. You leave the door open for somebody to call you, a way to call you. It's too easy for you to go right back in and get yourself tangled up and start feeling back crummy again, because that's what's always happened with him. And I can't believe this shit went on 3 or 4 months, because I was trying to remember the date when he first messaged me. I could have sworn it was August 4th. It was either August 4th or September 4th. And I said, 3 or 4 months of this, Queen? You don't usually do this, get tangled up like this. Because you've only dealt with one person for 3.5 years on and off that you really have feelings for. So what is it about this guy that's got you like this? Because I had made a vow years ago. A certain young guy I used to mess with on and off. He was the only person that really just, I could not get past for some sick reason. And as time went by, I had to assess, he ain't got shit. He ain't hitting no shit. What is it that you're so enamored with? And it took me years to come to the conclusion. It's never been nothing. Doesn't matter if he says, oh, you're different, I couldn't stay away from you. Doesn't matter. He wasn't worthy. So now you fast forward, 21, the one I met. He wasn't worthy either. He said the same thing that one said. Oh, it's just something about you. I can't stay away from you. But yet you don't choose me to be in a monogamous relationship with. Now, It's 2024. I've decided that one I just don't want to have any dealings with because he's just straight fucking drama. He's like dealing with something off of, Real Housewives of Atlanta, just straight dramas. It's like a TV series when you deal with him. Every time you talk to him, it's some bullshit. He has more drama than a woman. And people like that I don't like being around because they're buzzkills. Just straight buzzkill. But then there's this other man. I'll talk about him briefly, then I'll check out of here. This is a man that I met almost 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years when the new year comes in that I met this man. And I was so smitten with him. Oh my goodness. He doesn't live here in Tennessee. And I knew that. And also, I knew that we could never be together. But I was just so attracted to him. And he has reached out to Queen recently. We have not talked much, but we talked a little while ago, hour or so ago. And I think he felt like I didn't want to talk to him because of the past. And like I said to him, I don't think you really remember what happened in the past. My memory was that, there were some issues going on where you were staying and you fell off. So that's that. So whatever he thought, I thought, I know I don't want to get tangled up in my feelings for that one because I know how I felt for him 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And it was not good. I mean, I was literally, when they say lust, lust is putting it mildly. I lusted after this man, like to no end. I liked everything about him. From the top of his head. You understand? It's everything. Nice looking. Woo! Lord have mercy. And I told myself, I do not want to be in that place again. Because I've already been there recently. Okay? And the past 3.5 years with the other one from my past. I don't want to be there. So I have to have control of this ship. We can conversate, say hello, but I know that's all it'll ever be. It will never be anything. And so long as I know that, I shouldn't have any problems navigating. But see, when you're in a bad place, that is how you get yourself caught up. Having feelings or growing feelings for a person. And you already know it's never going to go anywhere. That's why it's best you don't entertain it. Because in the end, you know yourself better than anybody. And as he said to me a little while ago, you were into me at one time attracted. And I, replied, yes, I was. Yes, I did. I was eagerly attracted. Yes, I was. And his voice is the same to me as Mr. T from Texas. If I hear this one's voice, it brings back memories of when I used to talk to him all the time. We talked all the time, like every day, all through the day. And it was like intoxicating, almost like a drug. That's scary, that you can get so intoxicated with somebody and you're not even near this person. You don't live where they live. They don't live where you live. You don't see them except through video chat. And I'm telling you, it was like a drug. That's a place I don't want to be again because I've already been halfway teetering through that with, others recently. I don't want to be there. My thing is, if I can't have you, there is no need in me entertaining. Really, we don't even need to be talking. And I told him that too. I said, well, we really shouldn't even be talking anyway. We shouldn't even be talking on the phone, messaging, nothing. Because it's never going to be anything. So what are we talking about? Because it's only a matter of time one of us will get frisky. You know how it goes. We're human. So what's the end result? Is one going to go see the other one? Come see the other one? Probably not. Too expensive to fly these days. Cost to fly. And then you meet up with the person, it's only going to be worse. God knows. I already know it's going to be worse. I wouldn't put myself through that. I wouldn't do that to myself. That's my journey, everybody. What a hell of a Christmas already. Jesus wept. So that's what I'm going to wait and see. Who calls Queen Christmas Day? Who is going to call Queen on Christmas? I was thinking about you. I'm sorry. I was an asshole. Blah, 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 blah. I doubt I'll get a call this Christmas. As the song say, this Christmas, nobody's gonna call Queen. This Christmas, nobody's gonna call. And that's probably for the best. You don't call. Leave it as it is. But I know people, because people are typical and they're predictable. They'll call either Christmas, day after Christmas, or they'll call New Year. When they think she's settled down, she ain't been calling, she ain't been texting, she hasn't reached out to me no other means, she's probably not upset, I'll call her. Or I'll send her a text. Because that's what Tony does. He don't call, he'll send a text. He'll send a text first. See if I'm not as heated. But he's probably moved on. Because I think he probably moved on a month and a half ago when I was venting and bitching and going off and popping off. I won't doubt that he does have somebody else. The woman probably don't live with him, but he's probably seeing somebody here in Knoxville, surrounding area, maybe dating somebody out of town, back in Atlanta. I don't know. He's never going to tell me the truth. He had said, a few times, I'm set in my ways. I think it's just that I'm set in my ways. And I get that. We all are. And when a man is set in his ways, we know how hard it is to try to push forward with him. When they're used to doing certain things, they're not, having to stand account. They don't have to explain themselves. Oh, a woman an explanation. They don't want to deviate from that. And I get that. That's why a lot of people are single. They like being single. They like maneuvering on their own, not having to explain themselves to anybody, where they're coming, where they're going. He knows, well, if I start getting wrapped up, I got to start telling her where I'm going, why I'm here, why I'm there. And a lot of men just don't want to do that. But I just can't see as you get older, because Tony's a few years younger than me, I just can't see how you don't want to spend your life with somebody. Because I said that to him. I said, don't you get lonely? Don't you want to be with a woman? And I think I get lonely, but he's not willing to sacrifice. That's the word I should use. He's not willing to make a sacrifice. Even if he does feel lonely. He's not willing to sacrifice being with a woman, or let's say being with Queen. Because for all I know, he actually may be with a woman. I don't know. Have a woman. I know the schedule he works. Allegedly, he gets off around 7:30. So that kind of cuts in, going out time, dinner time. But my daddy once told me that you make time for what you want to make time for. And I always try to remember that. That it doesn't matter the hour of the day. That if a person wants to see you, they'll see you. If they want to call you, they'll call you. They will make time. So it doesn't matter if they get off at 8:30 at night, 11:30 at night. They'll try to make it to see you. They'll try to make a way. Their off day, they're right there where you are because they care. Tony has not done that. He's only came one place in public one time in 3 to 4 months of knowing each other. And it's a disgrace. But I have to own my part in that because I allowed that. And as much as I bitched and complained, I'd fall off. I'd go 3-4 weeks. I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't text him. Then one of us would break down and message the other one. And then I'd be right back in the hole again. And that's all it's been. It's just a big ass seeping hole, the abyss. It's just a strange phenomenon. You know, once he gave me some money, and at that point I thought maybe he was coming around then go back to the same bullshit. Don't answer the phone, don't quit back, don't text back. And I was just like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with this black man? What is his problem? I have to own my part. I should have cut him off days after finally video chatting, talking to him, reaching out. Because once I saw he didn't want to make time to go out, do anything after getting off from work, I should have just said, well, he's not for me because he can't make time. And I told him that. So it's not like I never told him. I did. I said, well, look, you don't seem like you can make time to go out and do anything. I don't think, we need to continue talking because you seem to be awfully busy with your job. And you're getting off after 7 o'clock, 7:30. You got to go walk your dog. You got to get something to eat. You're probably tired. And I'm not trying to force you to, you know what I'm saying, go do anything, go out. So at that time, it was always, oh, we just need to get away. We just need to get away. So what I've tried to make him understand is that what is the purpose of us going away to the mountains when you can't even make time to come see me here and we live 8-9 minutes away from each other? It doesn't make any sense. And he could not understand that for some weird reason. We just need to get away. I said, you're talking like we actually date one another. We just met. We don't need to go anywhere. Why can't we go out here in Knoxville? So I was telling Mary this story recently. Mary's in the chat. And that's what Mary said, well, it seems like he has something else going on. Maybe he's dating somebody else. He doesn't want to be seen with you in public in case somebody knows him, know her. Go back and tell him. Exactly. Because we know that people have to eat. So whether you're grabbing Burger King, Taco Bell, Roof Chris, Applebee's, you got to eat at some point. And anybody who's interested in you would say, I'm getting off work at 7:30. Let me go run home, walk my dog. I'll be straight over to take you to eat, or can you meet me? Whatever, however you want to word it. Never happened. Never happened. So he and I have not spoken in about 2 weeks. This upcoming week will be about 3 weeks that we've spoken. And it is what it is. I've not had any contact with any of the men I've talked to in the past year, this year, and I don't want to. I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. And the one that reached out to me recently, well, that'll just be, I guess, phone conversation. Because that can't be anything either. That's my journey. I'm praying for a prosperous new year. I'm praying for bigger opportunities. I'm praying I can get myself out of town more and look for, some promising work. That's my goal for 2025, is to go out of town more and make provisions to possibly balance living in 2 places. That's the goal for 2025. I don't plan on staying here fully all of 2025. So, well, I don't know that he's married. Which one you talking about? Tony? Buffalo? I don't know that Tony's married. Well, the times that he came to see me, I don't think a married woman would be in tune to the hour that he came to see me. Because it was like 9 something, 10. I don't know. I don't see. And then when I would talk to him, you could hear his voice echoing like he's in an apartment or house. And I didn't hear anything in the background. So I don't know that he's married. You know, he might be dating somebody, but I don't think he's married. I don't know. I can't really say. Yeah, probably a few side dishes. But hey, if they can tolerate it, good luck. Good luck. The one thing he said to me when we last talked, he said he was scared of me, which I thought, oh, wow, really? And I said, scared of what? Scared of falling for me? He's like, yeah. He said, that's why I've been ignoring you. He said, it's been very hard, let me tell you. It's been very hard not talking to you. But that's why I've not been calling you, texting, because I don't want to file for you. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true. Probably more lies, because he's good at that. And in his mind, he don't think that he's lying. But when you're playing these type of mind games and going around and around and around, and you're not going out, you're not spending time together, you're not traveling, you're not doing anything, I don't know where you work, I don't know where you live, it is a mind game. You know, his perception always going to be different because he don't think he's doing anything wrong. But he knows deep down inside that the shit that's been going on between us for months is not right. He knows this shit ain't right. He's never going to own it. But he knows it ain't right. Because this isn't how you treat people. Just say, hey, I got to get the fuck on. You go your way, I go mine. I know you want more, I can't offer you that. And at one time he said that too. So he's been all over the place. One minute it was, hey, I want to pay your bills. Hey, yeah, I want to see you 2 times a week. Then it went from that to, oh, yeah, I just want to mess around. See, it just goes from one thing to the other. Now it's, oh, I'm scared of you. I'm afraid of you. So I thought, what? You're afraid of what? I'm going to do something to you? What are you saying? Just, it's like you're fishing for just shit to make up. So at this point, I can't believe anything that he said because he's said different things at different times. It's just fucked up. Mary says that's a bullshit cop-out because he won't be honest. Yeah, I think it's just that Tony just wants, just somebody to play around with when befitting, sad as it sounds and hurtful as it can be to my own ego. He doesn't want anything. He probably has other women, probably says the same thing to them as well. He talks very mild-mannered. He doesn't get hype. He doesn't, curse, use bad language. And that's what got me, is his voice, the way he talks, the way he speaks to me. He's very mannerable, but he knows how to gaslight the fuck out of me. Oh, he's good at that. And I remember in the last conversation, he said that. When I said, oh, you're good at gaslighting. He said, and? Oh, yeah, he's real slick with that tongue. He's real slick. Oh, well, it is what it is. All I can say is whoever the lady is that meets him, whomever, ooh, honey, I feel bad for you because you're gonna get an eye-opening experience. There's no way I believe he's engaging with any woman. I don't care who she is. Girlfriend, wife, whomever. I don't see it. I don't see it. Because he doesn't have any empathy. You can't say you like somebody and you don't even have empathy when they're not feeling well, they're sick. And you can hear that they're not feeling well and they're telling you they're not feeling well. So you act like that to me, you would do the same if you had a girlfriend or a wife. I don't see it would be any different. Your wife could be lying there bleeding to death and you would just say, here's a Band-Aid. Do you need a Band-Aid? You understand what I'm saying? What's the difference? Because there are a lot of men who date other women and they're married or they have a girlfriend and they have another side piece, whatever. They know how to act caring with the other woman if they want to. It's a choice. I don't think Tony has it in him. And that's what's so scary. Because before he said, and his wife had health issues and she couldn't have children, so she felt like he wanted kids, so that's why she left the marriage, divorced. I don't know if that's true or not. You don't really know because you can't believe anything that he said. He may be telling the truth. At this point, it doesn't even matter. But I couldn't see him married. Just from the way he acts with me, I just can't see him married. I can't. I can't see him married. I can't see him in a full-blown relationship because he's uh he's a deflector, and you don't wake up deflecting at 47. You've been doing that a long time because everybody knows deflection is a coping mechanism, such as lying, manipulating people. That is your way of maneuvering. And we know that also comes from people who've been traumatized. So that's why I said he's been doing that deflecting shit a long time. He's not going to tell me everything that went on in his life, who hurt him, blah, blah, blah. But it is what it is. Is everyone ready for Christmas? Have you all done all your shopping? I think I'm going to get out tomorrow because I don't want to get out Christmas Eve. But I got a few things to get tomorrow. They're not Christmas stuff, just a few more little household stuff I need to get. I got to get something that I can use to hang up pictures. Going to buy me some twine, and I think I might buy some hooks. Hooks are so expensive. Oh my God, Walmart, the cheapest place to get them, but that's the plan tomorrow. Get out. And I may buy me a piece of jewelry tomorrow for myself. Treat myself as a Christmas present. Gonna look around. I'm gonna go to Belk's, and then I'm gonna go to Dillard's and see what I can find. Hello, JH. How are you? I'm gonna hang this clock I have. It's a lightweight clock. It's real light. It's made of plastic. It's real big, but it's not heavy. It's made of plastic. I'm gonna use that to hang up on this pipe because I have concrete walls, so it's hard to hang anything. A lot of the walls are made of concrete, so you have to have a drill and special screws just to hang pictures. And I've been trying since I moved here to get somebody to hang up stuff. And at the time, the maintenance man, he didn't have a damn drill, which I thought, how the hell your maintenance man don't have a damn drill? He's not here anymore. So I'm just going to have to buy some type of hooks that'll stick on the wall that'll hold, I guess, up to 10 pounds. I don't know. We'll see. Honey, I wish I had money for a yellow canary diamond. They're down to about 1,000 each now, but they're 23, 25. Next year it might go down to 500 each. Good Lord. What in the world? Yeah, no, I know. Isn't that crazy? Maintenance man with no drill. Well, that's probably why, because the walls are concrete, so he ain't have anything to drill. He had no reason to drill anything. Everything's already put up, such as, the curtain rods, whatever. They're already installed in the bathroom, so I guess he didn't have a need to have a drill for anything. I don't know. But yeah, you should. In case somebody knocked the cabinet down, you're going to need a drill for that with screws, so I just thought it was strange. He might have had a drill. He didn't have the screws. He didn't have the concrete screws. So I might need to retract that. He didn't have the concrete screws. And I know I had the hardest time finding them at Walmart. I went to the hardware store. They had some blue ones, but they weren't the right fit for the curtain rod I had at the time. Oh, God, that was a battle too. Lord Jesus, I was lucky to be able to get the curtain rods up. I got them up with these little sticky things. Honey, this place is so ass backwards where I am. I'm not used to living like this. I'm not used to a place that don't have fucking drywall. There's only certain walls that have drywall. And I'm not used to living in a place where I can't hang pictures. That's just depressing to me. Because I love artwork. And so if I can't hang up a picture, it's just, to me, it's like living in a damn, living in a tunnel. Yeah, the command strips. Yeah. And see, that's another thing. Having a man around who knows about these type of things, they'd have no problem with months ago. Hey, Queen, I'm coming over with the drill, the screws, hang your pictures, hang your clock, whatever you want hung up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm looking for in a man. I just say, hey, I want to hang a picture. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, what time you going to be home? Hey, I'll come hang the picture. I'll come this. Anything else you want me to do? Hey, you want me to hang your curtain rod? Yeah, I got this. I got that. That's what I'm looking for. I don't have to ask you to do anything. You already know what I need, what I want. As soon as I say, hey, I'm going to Wally World to buy a curtain rod, you're going to finish the sentence for me. Okay, well, get the rod. I'll be over at such and such time to hang the rod. Get the curtains. Hey, you need some money for the curtain rod? That's what I'm looking for. Someone to complete the fucking sentence. Oh, Mary, I can't wait for you to bring no fucking bag. Your mom, what's going on? Yeah, I can't wait for a woman to come bring a fucking drill. Come on now, seriously? You know the queen don't sit around and wait for nothing. I get stuff done on my own. But I'm just saying, that's what a man should be around for. You say, hey, I want to hang curtains, and he finishes the sentence. Okay, I'll be there to hang up the curtains for you. Because that's the whole point. I've been doing this type of stuff for myself for 30 fucking years. So I want somebody to step up and volunteer. That's what I'm looking for in a man. Like my father said, I should never have to ask a man to do anything. I shouldn't have to ask him for money. I shouldn't have to ask him for nothing. He likes me. He knows what I like. He knows what I need. He knows my favorite color. He knows what I like to eat. He knows when I'm happy, when I'm sad. If you like a person, you are supposed to know these things. Oh, I know she's mad. I know she's sad. I know she's happy. I know her favorite color. I know what she likes. No, she wouldn't like that shirt. No, she wouldn't like that shoe. That's the type of man I'm looking for. That he spends time with me to get to know me, and he knows what I like. He knows what I need. He knows when Xfinity is due. I don't have to say, hey, I need a few dollars for the Xfinity bill. He says, I already got it. It's on your night table. There you have it. That's what I'm looking for. Not necessarily like my father, because my father was a horse man, but the women who dealt with him didn't have to want for anything. He knew what they like. He brought what they need. Like my dad said, if a man walks in your house and he sees there's no coffee table, there's no dresser, there's no washing machine, he's supposed to go buy it. You shouldn't have to wait to see if he's going to offer, or you ask, hey, I need some money for a washing machine. He goes, oh, I see you don't have a washing machine. I'll go get you one. That's what the fuck I'm looking for. I don't want to ask you nothing. You know, I'm sick of all this Q&A bullshit. I am. I'm just over it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for all this fishing and mind games and texting. I don't want to text you just like the last guy, the one from Georgia who I haven't talked to. Oh, when I get out from work, you want me to call you? You want me to text you? I said, just call. Did he ever call last week? He never called, and I'm okay with that. Shit, you ain't never got to call. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. God knows I am. I have done all I can do. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I feel like I've played my role as a woman. I did things that most women right now would never do for themselves. I've always moved my own furniture the best I could, hang up curtain rods, hang up pictures, fix stuff, put stuff together, go get a screwdriver, buy screwdrivers, keep screwdrivers to screw stuff in, chairs, chair legs, all that. I've done that my entire life. I'm tired of that. I don't want to do that stuff. Just like people keep bugging me about ordering stuff online. Oh, you can order the table online. You can order the chair. You order the fucking chair. I'm not ordering shit I gotta put together. I'm not ordering no chair to put together. That don't even turn me on. I gotta go order a chair from Amazon or wherever the hell it comes from. And now go unpack the box. Gotta get a knife, cut the tape, open it up, look at the paper, try to put all the screws up. I wish the hell I would. I want it to come from the department store. They take it off the truck. They ride up the elevator, drop it off at my fucking door, put it in the apartment. I'm not ordering nothing online to put together. I'm not doing it. Not now, not never. I'm tired of that. Yeah, you're going to get the IKEA sermon. I don't want no fucking furniture I got to put together. Excuse my language. I'm not that type of chick. I like the furniture come from the furniture store. I don't want no TikTok furniture. I think I saw that in one of the home decor videos. The girls, you know, the videos where they're putting stuff together in their house. I watch a lot of that on YouTube. Oh, God. Sitting there trying to put a fucking dresser together. When did we start putting dressers together? That dresser don't come off that truck, I don't want it. I'm not putting together no damn dresser. That's out. That is not going to be no sturdy dresser if I got to put it together. That's all I'm going to say. I want some shit that's sturdy from North Carolina, Broad Hill, something like that. Rooms to go, real furniture. Not furniture that comes in a box and you put it together. No, thank you. My big girl, I don't want that. Yeah, TikTok furniture. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about, Mary. Yeah. Not bolted to the ground, but it's sturdy. You have to carry it on a truck, unload it off a truck, carry it into somebody's house. That's how we used to buy furniture. We didn't order stuff online. 20, 30 years ago, we bought it off the showroom floor and they delivered it to our house, or we bought it, went and got a truck and we put it on a truck. This new age, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, putting stuff together. I'm not doing that. TikTok shit. No. TikTok furniture. Yeah, doll furniture. That's what you see in Ross, Home Goods, Pottery Barn. Not Pottery Barn, but Old Time Pottery. All that is TikTok furniture. All the chairs are low to the ground. Something you put in a kid's room, a 8-year-old's room. I don't want that type of furniture. Coffee table low to the ground. I don't know who invented that. That's a stupid idea. Something you can hurt your shins on. Stupid. Cut your ankles on a coffee table all the way down to the ground. No, thank you. Now I'm venting. Y'all know I'm a fool. Oh, y'all know I ain't got no sense. See, y'all got me venting now. I'm trying to be happy it's Christmas. I don't know. Then they wonder why people drink. Jesus. They've been on the journey I've been on. They'd be a full-fledged alcoholic. Or a damn crackhead. Yeah, we knew it. She started using drugs. Life got to the best of her. Of course, that'll never happen because I will never become a drug addict. Not now, not never. I don't give a damn how bad it gets. I am not using drugs. No, thank you. Y'all like my pretty scenery? I was trying to pick one that didn't have no commercials. So far, this one's not popping up any commercials, but it's like I was scrolling through. Like how that coffee table looks. How low that damn table is. You know, it's a drawing, but still. You want the table so low to the ground, like the table sitting on the floor. Well, that's my journey, everybody. I've had no luck in the men department. Don't want a woman. Don't want a cat. Thought about getting a dog. I talked to him about that. I said, oh, will you help me find a hound puppy? Oh, sure, I'll help you find a dog. Well, you see where that went. I don't think I need a dog because I'm not in no shape to be dealing with no animals because I don't want to be fooling with a dog that's not properly trained. Then I got to walk the dog, poop or scoop. I don't know if I have it in me. I don't. I think I'll stick to a goldfish. I'd rather have a fish. Hell, I don't have anywhere to put a damn goldfish bowl. I don't have nowhere to put it. So that's out. Damn. No, I wanted a dog. I thought about a dog, but I don't think I'm gonna get one. Place too small for a puppy. The dog. We have a dog limit here, poundage limit, 30 pounds, and I just don't. I don't think this is a good place for a dog. I just don't think where I'm at is a good place for a dog. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated, everybody. See, this is how life should be, like this picture. This is why a lot of people live in their own alternate universe, because they get caught up in the fantasy of the world, TV, social media. It's easy for you to get caught up in life and dream of a place like this. The snow's falling, fire brewing in the fireplace, nice home, nice furniture. More than likely, it's a nice house, nice cars in the garage. You have money in the bank to afford all of this, allegedly. But it's never real, is it? Because even if you have all this, you still have problems. You still get upset, depressed, manic. People still treat you like shit, or you treat people like shit. It's the real world. Oh, well. I can look at this all day. Snow falling. Yeah, the windows are nice. I wish I had done this weeks ago. Put this on my TV screen. The TV in the living room, I've got, this type of scenery playing. One of them is showing real scenes of places in cities and towns. It's really nice. And I didn't think to turn on Christmas music because, when I'm going live and stuff, I kind of have all that music playing in the background. But I said, damn, you're going to wait right days before Christmas to start playing Christmas music. You haven't played any Christmas music the month of December or November. I just forgot about it. I don't know if I'm really in the Christmas spirit or not. I'm starting to wonder my damn self. But this is the time of year when you're supposed to be sitting around the Christmas tree, drinking apple cider and eggnog or a toddy, hot tea, laughing with your friends and family, having a good time talking, reminiscing about old days, childhood memories, your past holidays together. That's what life's about. No, honey, apartment's too small for a Christmas tree. It's just too small. They won't even let you hang anything on your fucking front door. I asked that when I first moved here. Can I put a wreath on the door? No, I'm sorry. You can put it on the inside. What the fuck do I want a wreath to hang on the inside of the apartment for? I'm like, I have never lived anywhere where I couldn't put a wreath on my door. Just a regular wreath, not a Christmas wreath, but just a wreath. That's why I said this place is not for me. I don't like nobody telling me why I can't hang shit, and they complained about that when they came in the apartment to check some stuff. Oh, you can't hang this over here. I'm like, man, fuck this place. Y'all know how I get frustrated. Don't tell me where to hang my stuff. Now, just you're doing too much. You're blocking the utility box. Blah, blah, blah. Am I using the utility box every day? No, I'm not. Who cares? I'm getting frustrated. Say what? What outside? But this is so pretty. It's so serene. I could just look at it all day. It's so peaceful looking. The one on the big TV, the other TV, I had the crackling fireplace playing, like the one I had on the other video I did. It's a nice sound. Then it got one, I think, that's got the rain falling. I'll probably try that. Try that one. Well, I'm sure there's a drill, Mary. He didn't have no screws. That was the problem. As I said, he didn't have no concrete screws. So I had to buy them myself. I don't know if life's worth it. If what's worth it? Your mom, you're a little feisty, aren't you? Use the drill on the handyman? Nah, I'm not trying to go to jail. Sorry. Not trying to go to jail. That's my 24 drama. It's been a lonely old 24. Holidays. No invites. Hey, would you like to come over? Hey, would you like to go do something? Hey, would you like to meet my family? Of course not. That's too much like doing right. Hey, would you like to meet my family? But you would think at some point a person would just get tired of, I don't know, everybody's different, I guess, being alone. Why would you want to be alone all the time, especially as you get older? You hear older people saying that. They don't like being alone. That's why they be so depressed when they're older. Because it just gets old. Every day you're by yourself. So I can't understand a man almost 50 years old. He lives in a town where he doesn't have any family. May have a few acquaintances, but he doesn't have any family here, allegedly. They're in Texas, so it's like, don't you want somebody in your life? I don't know. Well, don't you want somebody in your life? That's why I told him, hell, do you like men? That probably really pissed him off. I said it. I said, I don't know what the fuck your problem is. Maybe you like men. Maybe that's what I've been doing, competing with a homosexual man. Because I must say, for the record, if he's on the down low, there is no competition. Because there's no way I'm going to compete with another man for a man. Hell to the no. I don't mind being alone. I have a lot of projects. Eileen, what do you have to do? Well, let's just keep it real. If he's on the down low, me worrying about competing with a woman was the least of my problems. Hello? You can't compete with another man. Who's going to do that? The other week I was watching this show. This gay guy, he has a talk show, a black guy. Oh, God, he pissed me off so bad. I could just strangle that motherfucker through the screen. He was just so fucking ignorant. This black lady sitting up here arguing with a homosexual man about another transgendered man dressed like a woman. That show had me livid. I was just like, is this what we have become? So she's telling everybody in the audience, the world, I don't care about his past. He's with me now. He treats me well, blah, blah, blah. Some people believe he was just using her to have a place to stay because he became homeless, after dealing with the transgender person. And the more I listened, the more my head spun. And the first thing I said to myself, this is what's out here. This nonsense right here. It is bad enough. There ain't enough black men that want to do right to be with a black woman. But to have a black woman sit on a talk show and say, she don't care about a gay man's past. What the fuck? What the hell you mean you don't care? You should care. He was in prison, locked up, came out, married to this transgender person. The transgender person caught a charge, went to prison. Then he ends up moving in with you. And you're going to say you don't care that he's a man that likes men or being with men? That behavior is deviant. It's dominant. And in the end, he'll probably still be out there fucking men. And that came out on the show. He still had been messaging that transgendered wife of his. And the host had his phone analyzed and it came back. He had been messaging her times on his own. A lot of the phone calls were initiated by him, not her. And then there was an allegation that the transgender person was stalking her or sending her all kind of crazy messages from Facebook. The phone came back, analyzed. It wasn't her. She wasn't doing it. The point still remains, he was still calling that wife of his, that's a man dressed up like a woman. And I'm sure she's sitting there listening to this bullshit, shame, but she just didn't want to admit it. So at the end of the show, she said, yeah, I think I need to leave this situation alone because it don't look good. What was revealed during the show. No, because all this time you think this transgender woman is stalking you and bothering you and reaching out to you on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. Then the phone gets analyzed. It wasn't her. And then you find out this man you're so in love with who won't divorce his transgender wife, vice versa. He's been the one calling her. He's been initiating the conversations. Hell yeah, you're embarrassed. And then you got a nerve to sit up here and say, you don't care that he slept with a man? I just was sitting there picturing all of this in my head and just was baffled. Like, no wonder I can't get a fucking man. Hell, maybe he likes men. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Well, it came up in the queue, Mary. YouTube queue. Well, and that's a good point. This is the reason why a lot of women are miserable. Men too. Because you're settling. Just like I said the other day in a live. I don't think the average person is really happy with the people that they're with. It's a facade. Because every time you turn around, you hear the same stories. Oh, he's cheating. Oh, he's cheating. Oh, he won't carry his weight. Oh, he's not a good parent. Oh, he's not a good father. Blah, blah, blah. So all this shit everybody's portraying like they're so happy in love and married. But then you see the flip side of the behavior from the men. You're telling yourself, well, somebody's not happy because why is he out here in the street still screwing around and picking up women, picking up men, cross-dressing, he's using drugs, he's a drunk, he don't pay his way, he won't keep a job. Who's happy? Then you see, oh, they're getting divorced. Oh, they're separated. Oh, they've been separated. Oh, they're not together. And you're thinking, wait a minute, I just saw a picture of them 2 days ago on Facebook. No, they ain't together. I've been seeing that recently with people. Hell, even the DJ, he was talking to somebody Friday night about he's done with relationships, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, yeah, I noticed I hadn't been seeing that little girl sitting behind that damn DJ booth with you the past couple of months. Guess y'all broke up. Ain't nobody happy with nobody. If they think they're happy, it's some bullshit. And I believe that's the truth. That most people are living a lie. They do not have a real, genuine relationship with a person, whether they're married or they're dating. It's only a matter of time the truth comes out and the shit hits the fan. and somebody decides to stay or somebody decides to go. It's just fucked up. Yeah, I'd rather be single too. I think that's the worst thing you can do is be in a relationship with somebody and you're not happy. Because that warm body to me is not enough. He comes in, he eats, that's it. He pats you on the head. Then he goes out the door. He's gone all night. You're asleep when he gets in, and you wake up, you go to work. He goes to work. There's no conversation. There's no communication. Just a warm body. Just something to put on paper. Oh, I got a boyfriend. Oh, I got a husband. But there's no love. There's no camaraderie. There's no conversation. There's no intimacy. That's what I'm looking for. Passion. I want to walk in, and when I look at him, I'm like, damn. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm talking about that if I'm 70 years old. Whether I'm in a scooter, a wheelchair, whatever. I walk in a room and I see my man and I look at him and I'll be like, damn, that's Queen's man. Shut your mouth. And he says the same. That's my baby. That's Queen. That's my baby. You understand? You're washing dishes and the man comes up to help you, or he rubs your shoulder, your hair, gives you a kiss, gives you a hug, stands behind you, love on you, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck all this shit everybody else is talking. I'm keeping it real. I'm talking about fine as wine. He knows how to talk. He's gentle. He's slow to anger. He doesn't get upset. He don't wild out. He's not a drunk. He ain't a meth head, pill head, bobblehead. He can hold a conversation. He can read. He can write. He can ride a tricycle, bicycle. That's what Queen is looking for. He's easy on the eye, because I don't care what nobody say, baby. Everybody wants some eye candy. I want something I can look at and just be like, shut your mouth. I walk in, they looking, yeah. They might say, what he doing with her? He with her because he love her. That's what he doing. Because she a damn piece her damn self. You shut your mouth. And y'all know how I rock. Baby, I walk in the room. I'm a big girl. But baby, when I step out in them clothes, I shut a room down. You should have seen me Friday night when I walked up in that damn club. I had my mama fur coat on. You couldn't tell me nothing, baby. Woo! Have mercy. I'm a bad girl. And I've always been told that. I was told that in college. You change your clothes how many times a damn day? I remember that's what the football players used to say about me. They said, Quay, she changed her clothes 3-4 times a day. I didn't play in college. I don't play now. I'm the same female I was then. I like to smell good. I bathe. I keep my hair whipped. I wear nice jewelry, accessories, shoes, got pretty feet, pretty hands. I don't play. I don't care. I might have some weight on me, baby, but I hold my own. A lot of women can't rock like Queen. You damn right. I might be feeling bad as hell, but when I step outside that damn door, you will never know that I had a bad day. I'm depressed. I'm down. I don't give the devil that much clout. He'll never get it from me. Oh, she's upset. She's miserable. She's mad at the world. Not when I go outside. Hell no. I go outside. I walk in a club. I walk in a bar, the grocery store. It's like I just won $1 million. And that's how I carry myself. So if a man ain't trying to talk to me, that's his damn loss. And that's how I look at it. That's your damn loss. Y'all like them old chicken head ass females that sit up and smoke blunts all damn day and wear tennis shoes all day. Good luck. I noticed that when I was out Friday night. I'm going to talk about that too. Because I know a lot of black women don't like talking about that, but it's time for you black women to start putting some damn clothes on when you go outside. You can wear tennis shoes any day of the week. Same thing for the men. You can wear tennis shoes any day of the week. Why do you not want to put on some nice fucking clothes? Damn. Put on some nice clothes sometimes. Oh, Sue will join us, honey. Join us. 1 hour and 34 minutes. Oh, thank you, Sue. Girl, I went through so many pictures. I kept trying to find, a picture that didn't have the commercials. Yeah. You can wear tennis shoes any day of the week. Put some nice clothes on. I like a man that's well dressed. I showed you all that video a week ago about those silver foxes out of Texas. Nice looking black men dressed nice with the nice dress coats and shirts. Ooh, nice hats. I like a man that dressed nice. Ooh, smell good too. Damn. I've been missing out. I don't come rolling up on me with no damn dirty fingernails and shit. Dreadlocks ain't twisted up. Your beard needs shaving. Act right. I'm serious. Act right. You got a bald head, shave it. You got a fade, keep it trimmed up. You got a beard, shave it. Mustache, keep it shaved, keep it trimmed. You got fingernails, cut them off. Toenails, cut them off. That's the worst thing. You could be in a bed with somebody and their old funky toenails scratching up on your damn good soft skin. Y'all know, Queen, I'm a soft baby doll. Don't be scratching your damn toenails up on me. I swear, I don't want them. Wash your feet, twin your toes, trim your toenails, trim your nails, put you a clear coat of polish on them fingers. Ain't nothing like a well manicured man. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing. It smell good. Whew. Shut your mouth. Lord have mercy. Lord, ain't nothing like a good smelling man. I swear. That's the first thing I noticed, baby. How they look and how they smell. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Mr. Professional, he smelled nice. And that other bastard, he smelled nice too. Boy, Lord knows I was dangling between both of them. I thought I was going to lose my damn mind. I said, Lord, why would you put two of them in my path to have me all discombobulated? Just got me all messed up. What the song say? You got me going in circles. Woo, have mercy. Say, round and round we go. That's where I was, honey, a couple months ago. I thought I was going to lose my damn mind. I said, how you stuck between two men? This ain't good. You can't tell me Satan wasn't busy. He was working, sitting back with his legs crossed, smoking a damn cigar. I got you now, Queen. I got you. Yeah, he had me. He sure did. But I got freed out that situation briefly. Now, if I can get past that Mr. Professional, I'm all right. I know in time I won't think about him. He'll just be a distant memory. He'll be a distant memory. He probably ain't even thought about Queen. I wonder how she's doing. If she need anything, don't even think to call. You all right? You need anything? I was thinking about you. I swear these men, boy, they ain't no good, man. They just ain't no damn good. But what they don't know is I ain't hurt for nothing. I got a pretty decent life. It's not the best, but it ain't the worst. And I ain't hurt for nothing. I always say that every time I open the cabinets. I got what I need. Food, toiletries, nice clothes, TVs in every room, iPads, laptop, cell phone, nice decorations, clean linen. What am I hurting for? A Maybach. That's what I'm hurting for. A damn Maybach or Range Rover. You give it that Mercedes, you give it that Range Rover, any, mini, money, mo. Oh, shut your mouth, Satan. And as soon as I get that, I'm getting a damn new address with it. And when you walk up in there, you're going to be like, Lord have mercy, whose house is this? It's Queen's, baby. It's going to be show damn room. You hear me? You walk up in there, you're going to have to act like you Muslim. You coming up in there, you taking your damn shoes out. You're not walking up here with no damn shoes on. Put your shoes at the door. Shut your mouth. Y'all know I'm talking junk. Y'all know how I get. yeah, it's been a battle the past couple months. Just trying to make it, trying to trying to find a cure for the common cold. But I'm praying that this year will be better. Praying for my disposition, my attitude, all of that. Praying to be more mild mannered. It's a work in progress. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. I just. And what's so funny is I did a video the other day about your responses, and I'll be damned, I was in a public place, and this black guy was talking shit to this white guy, and the white guy was just letting them go on and on and on. So finally, the dude was going down the escalator, and he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, you ain't got no man either." Oh my God, why did he say that? I looked at him, I said, "You don't know me, you don't know nothing about me." I said, "That's the reason why you hanging over here at this public transportation. Stop just running your mouth talking to be heard. Ain't nobody interested in what you're talking about. I just gave him the business." It's like I tired of hearing his fucking mouth. You talking to this white man, and then you walking off talking loud and going down the escalator, and then go look at me and say, "You look good, but you ain't probably got a man either." I thought, honey, you don't know what I got. You don't know me. I said, you worry about why you hanging over here at this little stop. I ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of while I was thinking to myself, you a fucking bum. Shut your damn mouth. But somebody can't stand no ignorant ass, arrogant ass black man who ain't got a pot to piss in and want to address me. Gonna tell me, oh, I look good. But then gonna say, well, you probably ain't got no man either. You talking to him, how I get in the conversation? Because the white man was telling all his business about how he got to Knoxville and this and that, and he just kept over talking the white man and telling them, well, you must have did this and did that, and your family don't want to be bothered. Just talking crazy to the white man. I just thought to myself, I said what I had to say to the white man. I said, see, this is why you shouldn't be talking to these people. You in a public place. You don't need to be talking to these people about nothing personal. Don't tell them nothing about your life. Don't tell them nothing about coming to Knoxville, coming from Idaho, New Jersey, wherever the hell you came from. Keep it to yourself. I said, this is not the place to be talking to people about personal things. You don't know him, but he talking crazy to you because you open Pandora's box. Keep your mouth closed. People have to learn that here in the South. People here in the South got that bad. They talk too much. A lot of people don't know that, but people in the South talk too much. That's why they always in shit, because they don't know when to keep their mouths closed. I was telling people the damn business. I'm not going to be in no public place telling you all my fucking business. Oh, I just moved here and I don't have any family here, or I don't know anybody. And you have to be careful saying stuff like that because you don't know who's listening. People are out trying to con people, rob people. You don't ever say stuff like that in public. And I told him that. I said, sweetheart, this is a public place. Don't be discussing your life with strangers. And he looked at me and he was like, okay, I understand what you're saying. I said, that man talking crazy to you because you opened that door. Had you kept your mouth closed, he wouldn't have had nothing to say to you. And that's my advice to you all listening. Be careful what you tell people. You can't be telling people everything about yourself. Just like me sitting up here talking about being on the date site. Somebody will run with this. This is hot gossip to somebody. Ooh, she over there talking about she ain't met nobody and she ain't dating. Well, that's my journey. I don't have to share it, but I share it because there might be another woman going through the same thing, or a man might be going through the same thing. You feel like this is hot material, like you're going to use it against me? You ain't use it against me because I know you probably ain't hit no shit your damn self either. Yeah, Queen, I'm quick to come back. Okay? But you have people like that. That's why you have to be careful what you tell people, what you confess. I don't really consider this a confessional because I've always talked about dating since I came to YouTube. I started the YouTube channel talking about dating. I was not a true crime channel when I first came to YouTube. I just talked about life in general. And that's really what I like talking about. It's people, situations. Not talking about dead people, missing people. All that's depressing. It's a spirit. It's a blow to the spirit when you talk about things like that. And I don't like those type of conversations because I feel like you can summon an omen. That's just me personally. When you talk about death daily, you shouldn't be talking about death every day. That's not good. Some people think it's entertaining, the podcasters that talk about true crime and mysteries. You have to be very careful what you talk about. What's on your tongue. It's in the scripture. It's in the Psalms. Speak it and it shall be so. So when you claim negative things, you claim things on your tongue, you may not even mean it. You might be joking, half joking, but you said it. You have to be careful what you say. And I don't think talking about deceased people every day is productive. That's my personal opinion. Look at that site. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to check out of here. I want to thank you all who have followed this network for however many years. I've been on this network since the summer of 2019. I came to this network just not even having an idea where it was going to go. It's everyday shenanigans. And then I changed the name to the Vault Excel because I was always talking about true crime. But I'm back to my regular program of talking about life situations and circumstances. So if I only get 2 views, 20 views, that's all right. Because I don't want to be something that I'm not. And like they say, this young lady, I was listening to her YouTube late in the morning. She was saying everything is not for everybody. Being an influencer. Maybe one person can do it, but it ain't for you. Sometimes you got to lead your own journey, your own blueprint. That's true. And with this YouTube situation, it's the same. A lot of people get a lot of views with their content. Some get it, some don't. She's right. Maybe this isn't for me. Valid point. May not be. When I decide to stop it, then I'll stop it. But until then, I'll roll with the punches. People tune in, they do. If they don't, then they don't. They donate, they donate. If they don't, then they don't. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. But everybody's got their journey. But my journey is getting ready to do a 360 this year. I've got to get on the ball because I'm 3 years behind my traveling out of town to audition for TV shows and things. And so I've got to get back into the groove because I've had some minor setbacks on and off the past 3 years. So that's why I didn't steadily focus on auditioning for TV shows and movies, but I've got to get back because if I don't, I'll just fall by the wayside. And really, I'm wanting to move from this area. I still would like Tennessee to be my home, but it don't necessarily have to be Knoxville. I can live anywhere in Tennessee close to the Georgia state line, and that's where I think I'm going to put my focus. Is if I live in Tennessee, it'll be on the Georgia border. That way I can dip in to Georgia and dip back over to Tennessee because I like how Tennessee do their business to some degree. Of course, every town in Tennessee don't, navigate the same, but I'm used to Tennessee, so that's that. Chicago will always be home. I don't see me going back there to live. Now, I become a multi-millionaire. Hell yeah, I'll buy a condo up there and I'll stay there a few months and then I'll come back down here. But for now, this is where I am. Tennessee whiskey, baby. That's me. Tennessee whiskey. Fine as wine. This is my home. She's been good to me. Had minor setbacks. Had a few tragedies. But she's my home. Just like Chicago is home too. May not be there, but Chicago will always be home. Just too cold for me. I can't do the weather, and I can't do that off-street parking. I can't live like that. I can't do that. I got to be able to walk around, move around, see some greenery, parks, trees. It's not like that up north. And that's why a lot of people migrate to the South, because the life here is easier. It's easier to maintain, less stress. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. Say Tennessee whiskey. Woo! I love that song. Lord have mercy. I listened to this black guy and white guy sing that song. Uh, One of the videos I found, I shared it about 2 weeks ago. Oh, sounds so good. That black guy started singing that Tennessee whiskey. Boy, about drew water out my eye. I hear that song, I don't know. Makes me tear up. It's beautiful. I was listening to some of the comments under the video, and people were like, these people aren't used to anything. They're sitting there listening to this guy sing. They're not clapping. They're not making any gestures, unemotional. Because a lot of people like that. They don't care. They just in there to get their food at the Waffle House. They didn't give a damn that the black man was singing Tennessee whiskey or that the white guy was playing the keyboard. They could care less. I can't remember where they were. I think they were in Alabama somewhere at a Waffle House or something. The white guy was playing the piano, keyboard. He goes around different places, traveling. He has a YouTube channel. And he plays instruments, live instruments, public places. So he's got his own little talent, little groove. Well, 2 more days. Tomorrow night, Santa will be circling the globe with his reindeer, trying to drop off these packages down these chimneys. I wish him well. Hope the kiddies get what they asked for. Some probably not deserving of these presents, but anyway, Santa's going to bring them to them best he can. Lord have mercy. Boy, do I remember those days. I had wonderful Christmases as a child. I had so many nice toys. I remember I had a yellow Barbie van. Oh, I love that thing. I used to go in my mom's living room when I grew up in Chicago, and I was just sitting there for hours playing with my Barbie dolls and that yellow van. It was like a RV van, but it was long. Oh, God, I love that thing. I bet they don't even make anything like that now. That was an original. What? You hate Christmas? The hell you talking about? Now don't you come in here with that demon talk. What you mean you hate Christmas? What you hate about it? Lord have mercy. This person gonna wait till the end of the live to come in here with this nonsense. You've been already talking half-ass crazy in this damn live stream. Now you're gonna come at the end of the live when I'm trying to leave. You're gonna tell me you hate Christmas. Lord have mercy. I can't, Jesus. Well, you gonna hate Christmas. Christmas is beautiful. It's just like they say, it's what you make of it. It may be another day to some. I mean, it's going to be another random day for me, I hate to admit that, but I don't have anything spectacular planned because, it's just me. But I'm going to still find something to do if it's just watch TV. I'm not going to anybody's house. Be a good day to catch a movie because we used to do that back in the day, go to the movies on Christmas Day. See, that'd be nice if I had a boyfriend or a husband. If we weren't celebrating with relatives or friends, go to the movies. Go to the movies on Christmas. Because Christmas Day, movies are coming out Christmas Day. Because I think I've got a few movies on my list. 1 or 2 that I want to see that are coming out Christmas Day. So that would be a wonderful thing to do. After you celebrated, ate a little dinner, go to the picture show. It reminds me I'm not where I want to be in life. Oh, I see. Okay. So Christmas reminds you of where you're not. Wow. What is it about Christmas that reminds you of where you're not supposed to be, where you're not in life? Interesting. It was fun when the kids were little. I don't care for it now that they're grown. Wow, Godric. Well, everything's different as you grow. See, that's the thing. Dynamics change, people change. So that's something I've come to grips over the years. People who I thought I was close with, I ended up not being too close. We didn't have the relationship I thought we had. And these are people who I've spent time with, holidays with. So, when that changes the dynamic of what you do on Christmas, Thanksgiving. So it makes a big difference. The dynamic you have with people. they can change your perception about the holidays, if that makes any sense. But I don't want to be lock and key to be down because it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or any other holiday. Because I could just as easily, if I say I get down at Christmas, I can also get down February, March. It depends on my outlook. A lot of people are down for various reasons when it's the holidays. You know, family who's passed away, not being close to their family and friends. Maybe you don't have a lot of family and friends. That's a reason to be down. You don't have people to share, the holidays with. Nobody's calling you. Nobody's visiting you. And this is the time when people gather. So that's normal to feel some type of way. You don't have anybody calling you. There's nobody visiting you. There's nobody checking in on you. Because that's why I said people need to be doing these things 365 days of the year, not just Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, Easter. You need to be checking in on people, calling people, visiting people when it ain't no holiday. So I can see how people get bummed out around the holidays, especially if you're a loner and you don't have a lot of friends or family. You don't have anybody. Everybody's situation is different. It can be a very lonely time of the year. Of course it can. Oh, every holiday. Wow. Damn, but why is that? So that's really every day then that you don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be. So it ain't even about the holidays then. My birthday's too. Well, your mom, you must not be happy with yourself. And that's nothing wrong with that, because a lot of people are not happy where they are. I'm not happy where I am. Be honest, on this live stream, I'm not happy as far as, what I'm doing. There's more I wish I could have done in life. There's places I wanted to go. There's things I wanted to accomplish. I have not accomplished them. So I try to toot my horn with whatever I'm doing just to keep myself cheered up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying on this live stream, there's places I'd like to go in 2025. I'm behind on things I wanted to accomplish. But I don't want to keep wasting time because I'm getting older. So I don't have much time to be, playing duck, duck, goose. So every little thing I waste my time on, that's years, months, days shaved off of me doing something positive, such as fooling around with jacked up people. That's time off my life. Making bad decisions, be it financial, wrong company. It's all the same. Relationships, courtships. I really hate that I've wasted valuable time with certain people who I thought were cool with me, family, friends. They were a waste of space. Then you count the things I haven't done as far as scholastically, financially, work-wise. Yeah, it can be a slap in the face. I get it. But the hell if I'm going to hate my own damn birthday? Hell no. That's the day God brought me here. January 29th. Keep it in your Rolodex. Same day as Oprah Winfrey. If I don't love any other day of the year, I love my damn birthday. I don't care if I am getting older. That's another day I saw life. And I'm going to give it a bang next month, baby. You better believe that. Queen going to be outside. God willing. Amen. Thank you for the love. Thank you for following this network. Follow me on the Newsbreak app where I give similar commentary to breaking news, hot topics. Check out my last live streams pertaining to Tommy Lee. His wife says he doesn't bathe once a week. Please check out that live. Very good live earlier yesterday. I brought to you yesterday evening. We also looked at a video of Karen Huger of her DUI arrest from March 2024. I didn't listen properly to that audio of the first video that said she has already pled not guilty and was found guilty. So I apologize. During that video, I'm talking like she hadn't been to court yet when she had. So forgive me for that discrepancy. She's a housewife on the show, Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac. Bravo. Older black lady, 60. She will get her sentence on my birthday, January 29th. What will the judge render? Guilty? Well, she's guilty, excuse me. What will her sentence be, excuse me? Will he give her probation? Will he give her time? I don't know. We'll see. And also, a lady was scammed out of her money here in Knoxville. Amazon said somebody was trying to purchase something, and she ended up buying gift cards for Lululemon and going to some Bitcoin machine. Just a bunch of nonsense. She had to have known better. She didn't listen. Took all her money out of the bank, and now she's broke. That was the live stream from yesterday. Check it out. Check it out. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $sign Big Angie, 129 Cash App. Stickers and chats are always welcome during the live stream. Thank you for everybody that tuned into this live. God bless all of you. Merry Christmas. I'll be back with more content. I'll probably do a live tomorrow on some story I found about elderly abuse in a nursing home. I'm going to do that live tomorrow. And then I'll go from there. But I thank you for your time. Bless the children. See something, say something. Be a part of the solution, not the problem. Be aware of your faculty shopping online and in the stores. And be careful of anybody sending you messages about packages, received, unreceived. Text messages from people you don't know. Just block and delete them because they're finding new crafty ways to try to scam you to get your personal information. Never give your government name on a phone call. You don't know the people. And don't answer to your government name on a phone from a number that you don't recognize. And even if it looks like it's UPS, FedEx, Amazon, don't respond to it. Don't respond to it. Anybody sends a message about fraud or anything, call your bank first. Because your bank's going to let you know if there's any indiscrepancies in your account. Don't give personal information to anybody posing as a company entity. Call your bank first. That's my life. Won't your skin fall off? You bathe once a week. Lord, that's bad. Well, that's Tommy Lee. He never grew up bathing. That's what was said in the page 6 article. He came from Athens, Greece, and obviously his family told him that it wasn't a big deal to bathe. And there are a lot of foreigners who don't bathe. You see a lot of African people, men, they don't wear deodorant. You see this with people from Iraq, Iran, those third world countries. They don't wear deodorant. India, they don't believe in bathing every day, and they don't believe in deodorant. So they come to America, other countries, they have the same practices. And that's a problem for us who are used to soap, water, shampoo, bathing. And what was so crazy about that interview, please check out that video, my live from yesterday. The lady who's doing the interviewing, she has the nerve to tell Brittany, the wife of Tommy Lee, she don't bathe. I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? You're interviewing this woman who stupidly comes on your show to tell you Tommy Lee don't bathe but once a week, but he's a neat freak, so is she. Her house is like a museum, yet she don't think stuff like this ain't gonna happen from a person who only bathes once a week. You sit on this sofa, you leave a body odor, and you only bathe once a week, your furniture stinks. Your furniture stinks, your bed stinks. Hello, your house stinks. Inside of your car stinks. It's bullshit. Your bum stinks. You're not putting any soap and water between your buttocks and your private parts. Come on now. But the hostess says, oh, no, I don't bathe either. She says, 5 years ago, I feel bad. I told people I didn't bathe, and people came down hard on me. So Brittany was like, what? You don't bathe? So what do? Stand at the sink and bathe? And she's looking like, not even that. I thought I was going to die. Who tells this on a podcast? Who tells that their husband only bathes once a week, but he's a neat freak? Who cares? Oh, he tidies up. He spills his milk and cookies. He cleans it up, but he won't wash his ass. So that doesn't even make any sense to say, oh, Tommy Lee's a neat freak. I can't believe I'm really dating him, but he was so nice. Well, you're still telling that you're funky yourself, lady. You're letting somebody crawl on top of you who has sweated and they ain't took no bath. This woman is a fool. You have 7 days in the week. I want you all to think about that. 7 days, and only 1 out of 7, you're bathing. You bathe more than once a week in jail. The fuck? It's crazy as hell. You sweat in your sleep. You sweat when you're moving around your house. You sweat when you're doing errands in your house. You sweat when you run errands. You sweat if you exercise, if you jog, if you go to the gym. I want you to think about that now. Your hair sweats. It stinks. It's musty. Every crevice on your body has its own distinctive odor. Your tongue, your mouth, your ears, behind your ears, under your nose, the crease of your nose. Rub it. It stinks. I bet you didn't never thought that it would. But a lot of you are saying, Queen, what are you saying? Rub the crease of your nose and smell it. It does not smell good. Rub the back of your ears. It stinks. Belly button. It stinks. Buttocks. Stink. Between your crotch. Stinks. You're peeing every day. Stink, stink. Bowel movement. Stink. Toes. Stink. Once a week. This is preposterous. And she has the nerve to sit up here and say, well, I was just attracted to him. So as I had said on the Newsbreak app, she's a stinking mutt like Tommy Lee because he's been doing this his whole life. He came here to parents who didn't bathe. They brought him here from Athens, Greece as a 1-year-old. So they taught him not to bathe. That's where he gets it from. So you were dating a man who was funky and you dated him and continued to date him anyway. Now you're married to him. And you have the audacity to say, we're both neat freaks. We keep a clean house. You are not clean if you don't wash your ass. So you're telling me you mop the floor, wipe down the countertops, wipe the tub out. But my husband only bathes once a week. Well, Mary, I'm just throwing it out there. You know this live is going to take a turn. It always does. All right, I'm out of here. Because I didn't got off the subject of trying to get out of here. But thank you all for the love. Merry Christmas, everybody. Go drink you some eggnog and some apple cider. Or make you a little toddy. Go out here and treat yourself to something nice. If you can't, Christmas, maybe you can buy you something after Christmas. Oh, and for those of you who shop at Big Lots, some of the stores will be closing. My understanding, the stores here locally will be closing here in the general Knoxville, Tennessee area, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, outside counties. I believe those stores will be closing. There will probably be a lot of disappointed people who shop at Big Lots. So if you're in the general area, hop on in, 25% off at the moment, 55% off for Christmas decor. Who knew? Nobody can compete with online sales and Wally World. That's what's happening. Nobody can compete with Walmart. That's the problem. But Walmart has a lot of things they sell that ain't all that great because you can go to Ross Home Goods and get other type of, home decor, things like that. So it is what it is. Naturally, Big Lots sold food too, different things, furniture. Sad to see them go. Sad to see them go. As I said, I'm sure there'll be a lot of disappointed people. And also there'll be people without a job. So now imagine that. People who work for Big Lots for a couple of years, now they've got to go apply for unemployment or find them another job. And we already have a high rate of homelessness right now in Knoxville, Tennessee. A lot of people in the general area are homeless, don't have a place to live. People are sleeping in their cars, shelters with other people. So now you count the Big Lots stores closing. If nobody buys them out or help keep the stores afloat, there'll be people now homeless because they won't be able to pay the rent. because you're not going to get a lot of money from unemployment. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Godric, where do you live? You never heard of Big Lots? Never been in one. Where do you live? You're welcome, Eileen. Oh, Cincinnati. Okay, so the Big Lots. I don't know all the places that Big Lots is. Well, it's a southern store, I guess. So yeah, it's just a low rate store that sells, different things. They don't really sell clothes. They used to sell underwear a long time ago, but they stopped selling that. But they sell like, a little bit of TikTok jewelry, like earrings, and they've been selling some little cheap shirts and sleepwear, home decor stuff like clocks, bathroom items, food, lawn furniture, things like that. Little minute things. So they probably can't compete because a lot of people order things online. And as we were saying earlier, you can now buy stuff to put together online. So that's what people are doing. But I frankly like to order stuff at the store, like Big Lots. They sold furniture. They had some nice looking furniture in there, bedroom furniture and stuff, mattresses. You need to open up a Big Lots credit card. Yeah, dressers in a box, which I'm not getting ready to order nothing. I got to put together. That's not even something that would appeal to me, is putting together a dresser. It's not going to be a sturdy dresser like you could buy from Big Lots, Rooms to Go, Ashley Furniture. What's the point? Spend all that money. Something you got to put together. You better put it on the wall one time, don't move it, because you start moving it around, changing size. Next thing you know, it's going to fall apart. Press board shit. No, thank you. I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you for the love. You've been listening, to the Vault Excel. Thank you. Love you.